That might mean remembering who you are. That might mean holding on to one tiny reason to keep going, even if that reason is as simple as a sunrise, a song, a smile from a stranger. People often think discipline is about doing the hard things physically, waking up early, hitting the gym, sticking to a schedule. But emotional discipline is just as important, if not more. Because without it, none of those outer actions matter. If you're mentally defeated, your goals fall apart. If you're emotionally bankrupt, your relationships crumble. But if you can train yourself to cultivate happiness in the darkest hours, there's nothing you can't rebuild. You won't always feel like smiling. You won't always feel like showing up. That's the moment to push. Not push away your feelings, but push toward your power. Force a moment of peace. Create your own silence amidst the noise. Because when you do that repeatedly, you rewire yourself. You don't wait for life to make you happy. You create happiness in spite of life. The people we admire most are rarely those who've had it easy. They're the ones who stayed kind under pressure. The ones who loved even when they were hurting. The ones who lit candles in the dark instead of cursing the night. What made them powerful wasn't luck. It was the discipline to keep choosing a higher emotion, even when the lower one was louder. You have that same power, but like any muscle, it needs to be exercised. Start small. One good thought in the middle of 5 bad ones. One moment of laughter during a day of stress. One gesture of love when you feel least capable of giving it. That's how emotional strength grows. That's how discipline becomes second nature. Over time, you realize that you've built an unshakable core, a foundation that doesn't crack when storms hit. Most people underestimate how transformative that kind of resilience can be. They don't realize that choosing happiness when life is hard isn't weakness amidst strength. In its purest form, it's refusing to be controlled by chaos. It's taking responsibility for your own mind, your own heart, your own experience. And once you taste that kind of self-command, you won't want to live any other way. You won't wait for Friday to feel free. You won't need approval to feel enough. You won't depend on anything outside of you to feel whole. Because you'll know that real joy, the lasting kind, isn't about circumstances aligning. It's about inner alignment. You'll become the person who carries the sunshine with them, no matter the weather. And that's when life begins to shift. Not because the world got easier, but because you got stronger. You got stronger because you chose to. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. In the silence of your private battles where no one was watching, where no applause waited at the finish line. You made the decision to smile through the heaviness, to breathe instead of break, to anchor yourself in peace while chaos